Welcome to my 4th Chaos Draft, where you get 3 random packs from all of Magic's history. And we open with Future Sights, very powerful set. Sadly, there is no Sprouts one, which is a sick bomb. There's a Gaffan Raiders though. This is a 3 red for a 3/3, and in Hellbent it gets +2/+2, so it becomes a 5/5. But you can morph it and discard a card, and this is an incredibly hidden effect, because when you play a morph in Chaos Draft, no one knows what it is. And the fact that you can morph it up for no mana is very good. Reality Strobe is powerful. This card is not very good. So I'm going to take Gaffan Raiders. This is also a deck card you can play in any deck because it has morph and morphs up for nothing. So you can play this even if you're not playing red, but it is better in red. Okay, so we get go right into Conflux. All right. So in Chaos Draft, you usually don't want to play something that's very synergistic because you don't know what else you're gonna get. So the Fairy Mechanist, for example, which was a very good card in Conflux, is not going to be good enough here because you're not going to have enough artifacts. We have Blood Tyrant. Grix is rare, flying trample, and whenever a being of your up, each player loses 1 life, and then this gets 2 counters. This is an incredibly powerful card. I could also take Absorb Whiz. But I'm just going to take this card. I think if you can splash one of the colors, it's fine. So if you're red, black, you can probably splash blue. There isn't anything that's very good in this deck. I mean, Absorb Whiz is a nice mana fixer, but I'm going to go with the powerful Grixis rare. Basically 5/5 flying trample, and grows with 2 every upkeep because each player loses 1 life. Alright, so we get right into Eventide. Okay, so we have a very powerful card in Snake form, which is a blue card or a green card. So you make a creature 1/1 with no abilities and draw a card. You can often 2-for-1 your opponent. There is Quill Spike, which is a combo with Devoted Druid, but I don't know how likely we are to gonna get to Devoted Druid. Other than that, we have Stalker Hag, very powerful, but the mana doesn't really add up with what we have. It's either black, 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 or green, green, green. Or if you're Golgari, it's very powerful. Other than that, there is nothing really good. I mean, Banishing Knack is okay. I think I'm just going to take Snake form. If we're playing blue, this is very good, because it can often be a 2-for-1, and Chaos Draft sometimes is bomb driven. I'm going to take Snake form, and right now we are either red, blue, Grixis, or something else, because Gaffan Raiders is colorless and Blood Tyrant can be played in anything. Alright, I like Drag Under. This is a version of a card we had in some sets now. I think it was Crushing Tides in Virus of Ixalan, and it was Arrest's Admonition in Guilds of Ravnica. And you cast this card as a sorcery almost all the time because you wanted to draw a card. So this is a fine card. There is nothing else that's good here. So let's take Drag Under and lean towards blue, red, splashing Blood Tyrant. But we could also be blue, black, splashing Blood Tyrant because we can play Gaffan Raiders in anything. Alright, good old Ixalan. I think Siren Stormtamer is a good card. I also think Shorekeeper is probably better in Chaos Draft than normal. But Siren Stormtamer I remember being very good because it's a 1/1/5/1, which is already okay. And you can protect your best creature. Maybe Blood Tyrant, but it could also be something else. So I'm going to take Siren Stormtamer. And yeah. Play this on turn 1, you can get in for 4 or 5 damage sometimes. And then the countering of a spell that targets you can also be irrelevant. Sometimes your opponent points a burn spell against you. Or you can counter Mind Rot. Okay, I don't think Neutralizing Blast is good enough, and this is not good enough either. Will of the Naga is probably too aggressive for my taste. Sadly, this Fawnwood Falls would have been much better if it was fixing for something else. There is Gore Swine, which is fine, but I don't like these cards in these sets. I think Alesha's Vanguard is fine. I mean, all these are mediocre cards. I guess Gore Swine and Vanguard is sort of the same mediocre card, and then Gore Swine wins out because I have a red card. Half red card, I guess. So yeah, let's look at our mana, of course. This could be a free drop too. in Chaos Draft, I usually like the Grixis colors because you get removal spells. And you can often... The problem with Grixis in old sets is that they had bad creatures. But you can pick some... Grixis has good creatures nowadays. So you can fill out the good removal spells from the old sets with the solid creatures in the newer sets. I don't like this card, right? It's like a very bad Bone Splinters. This could be a win condition. It's a 1/4 flyer for 4, which is bad but not unplayable. And then you can return lands to mill 2, and in the super end late game, you can sometimes just mill them out. We don't have enough spirits for this card. So I'm just going to take this card, and maybe I don't even play it. But it is in a grindy matchup, this card can be a win condition. This is not the kind of ability you want to do early. Ooh, well, here we have Goblin Electromancer, but we don't really have anything else except the Core Swine. But it is fine as a 2/2 for 2 that makes things cheaper. Radical LD is good. Guild Simities, as I said before, is not going to work in these kinds of sets. But Goblin Electromancer is a nice card. Ooh, Logic Knot. I like that card in Chaos Draft because counterspells are less signal because people don't know what kind of counterspell you have. And it also becomes a little better with Goblin Electromancer. Grave Scrabbler, we don't have any madness outlets except Gaffan Raiders, but I think it's more solid to play Logic Knot. So right now we're red-blue, splashing Blood Tyrant if we get some fixing for it. And I would like to have some removal right now. I only have Dragon or Zed removal, and Snake from a Zed removal. Okay, Absorb Whiz. Maybe we end up being heavier black, and then this is a good fixer. This is a weird art, but it's unplayable. But right now I can't play Absorb Whiz because it is a mana fixer in the card I'm splashing, so that doesn't really work. So right now it's not good, but we may end up being red-black splashing blue or blue-black splashing red. We don't have anything super impressive. This card is interesting. It makes a creature have tap bounce, which is bad. But Slippery Bogle is not going to work, so... Let's take a black card just in case. And Ancient Bronto. This is actually playable in Chaos Draft, I think, but it was very bad in Ixalan, even though it was a sweet card. Another thing about this card is that in the super late game we don't have a land drop. This could be 1 mana because you can replay the land with bounce. So just keep that in mind. Is this card? Yeah, so would not even be a good card even if you had a ton of spirits. I mean, it would be playable, but now, of course. Wow, this card was good if I remember. Yeah, this card is good. You get basically a bunch of 4/4s for each creature in your graveyard. Unquenchable Thirst doesn't work. Torment the Venom is good, but again, we're not black necessarily. I'm gonna take this card. It is triple blue, but we are blue already. We're gonna hopefully pick up some mana fixing, and it is very powerful. So basically you get them as 4/4s, but they also get all abilities. So this Gaffan Raider is gonna become a 6/6. The Goblin Electromancer is gonna be a 4/4 that makes your card cheaper. And this card also works with Goblin Electromancer if you have the triple blue. That was nice. Goblin Trenches, oh no, I can't play that. What can I play? It's not much. I mean, the only card I could see playing is... Oh, wait! Razorwing Hunter. I almost didn't see. Dead Rings is a good card, but it's very confusing. Basically, you can destroy 2 non-black creatures if they are exactly the same colors. So you can destroy 2 mono-green creatures. You can destroy 2 blue-red creatures. Or you can destroy 2 white creatures, but it's good, but it's very confusing. But Razor of Hand is good. It's a 2-mana ping. So. Right now, I'm not gonna play Blood Tyrant because I have no fixing for it. I just picked up Hour of Eternity. But if I get some mana fixing, I will play Blood Tyrant. But it's not a card I need anymore. This is looking pretty good. I have a nice curve, which you don't often have in Chaos Draft. You can have no control over what you get, and you get some stinky sets sometimes. But right now, this is looking kind of solid. Unstoppable Ash. That's again champion of Treefolk or Warrior. We have Negate, which is a card I like to main deck in Chaos Draft, but we have a super solid Warspike Changeling, 3/3 with all creature type, which actually does matter sometimes in Chaos Draft. I know that Changeling creature type isn't a heavy theme in Chaos Draft because nothing is, but the fact that it's also a 3/3 for 4 that can gain first strike for red, this is a very solid creature. Violet Pal is the best card in the pack. 4 and a black, destroy non-black creature, get a 1/1 flyer, but I'm not sure I'm going to play black, so I'm going to take a super solid Warspike Change. It's just very hard to attack through. Ooh, Winding Constrictor. Good. We have no artifact for Barricade Breaker. Would be a fine card. Fen Hauler, not great. Front-Eyed Rebel, not great. Shipwreck Moray. We don't have energy, but this card is probably fine on its own. So it's a 0/5 for 4 when you get 4 energy. You can spend an energy, gets +2, +-2. So it can become a 2, 3, or a 4/1. That probably trades with something. I could just take Barricade Breaker, but it's not good. And I'm just going to take this card. Oh, this card is sick. But we have a kind of hidden card here in Jund Sojourners. It is uncastable in this deck, but you can cycle for 2 in a red. So this is secretly a sap, 2 in a red, deal 1 damage to any target, and you draw a card. And that is a fine card. Pride Mage is sick, and Vengeful Rebirth is the best card in the pack. But I have no fixing, so I'm just going to take the card that it's basically 2 in a red, deal 1 damage. Think of it like Blind Blast. It's playable. You can't be too picky in Chaos Draft, and it is a nice combo with Snake Form if you have 6 mana. It's basically spend 2 cards, destroy target creature, draw 2 cards, which is actually you're ahead on cards if you can spend them now. Also, it is a little bit of a combo with Hour of Eternity because you can cycle this and then get it back, and then it's a 4/4 that deals 1 when it dies. Alright, so this is interesting because here's a card that was kind of scorned in that it's Rune Boggle, 2 in a blue, counter spell unless it's controlled pays 1, draw a card. But this is Chaos Draft, and in Chaos Draft, no one knows can play around this card. If we were playing Ravnica block, you could play around this card, but you can never play around this card in Chaos Draft. Torchstrike is also good, but I think I'm going to take the Rune Boggle. I think you can just blow people out with that card. Although Torchstrike is a very good combo with Hour of Eternity, it becomes a 4/4 fly with some fire breath. I'm going to take Rune Boggle because getting people with this. So this is Avacyn Restored. A set that almost has no good cards to begin with. Nothing Mental Agony. Only card I may be able to play. Also, Snake Form is a sick combo with Razorfield Art. Ah, the wrong land again. This is not a card deck for Riot Piker, and this Gatekeepers doesn't work. I'm just going to take the Guildgate just in case I may want to splash something white. But this was the wrong land. So yeah, right now we're not playing Blood Tyrant because we don't need it. We have a nice finisher. This is finisher. This can be a finisher. This is probably the worst card in my deck right now, but it is a good blocker. I mean, you can block some big green creature and trade. That's a thing. This is also pretty bad. This is a very good card. Yeah, this is just a 0-4 because we're probably not going to get a desert. This is a fixer for the Blood Tyrant. I could play that. Blur of Blade is pretty weak. I already have a Young Sojourn, so I'm going to take this card. And this may be able to splash the Blood Tyrant. It also helps me with triple blue for this. It's just have 10 creatures, that's a lot, so I can probably spare to tap one of them sometimes. What is this? Toy spell permanent plus color choice. If I'm playing against a blue-red mirror, this card could be good. Yeah. No one's playing black-green. This card cycles if nothing else. So, and yeah, 2 off color. And planes. And what do we get for the last pack? Looking for removal. That's blue or red. Probably red. Looking for some mana fixing and some more solid creatures. I think this could be a good deck, but it needs some help. Raver Demon is probably one of the most uncastable cards I've seen. So we got Bone Splitter. That is a good card, but is this what this deck wants? It's very powerful, but don't I just rather want Iron Mirror? It's a ramp card, it's a creature, and yeah, I have some expensive cards. I wish it was the blue one, but you can't get everything. Somber Havgard is solid, but I don't have any artifacts, so I'm just going to take Iron Mirror here over Black Bone Split. I just think this deck wants Iron Mirror more. Just accelerates out this. Glissa the Traitor, that's a super powerful card, but it's not for us. We have a choice between Blisterstic Shaman, Gust Skimmer, and Serum Raker. I think this is just good to take a Blisterstic Shaman. It's a nice combo with Snake form. Sometimes you can combine it with this or Razorfiend Hunter to kill a 2 creature. And it's just a fine card. People play 1 toughness creatures. And Serum Raker is okay, but really rough on the mana, and no, it's just a snapping break with an ability that's symmetrical. So yeah, sad to pass Glissa. I mean, if I had been green-black this draft, I would have been in good shape. Alright, we get the Circa Banisher here. I don't see anything else that's good. It's a good card. Returns a tapped creature, so it's like that. I don't remember the Man of War Fortuna Blue that did the same thing, but it's a solid card. And again, what else am I taking? This is an ally card, mills a little bit. Could be good with the mill card. Circa Banisher is a solid card. Really buys back tempo. And sometimes you can rebuy your own creatures. Ooh, Your Isle Refuge. There is nothing else that's good. Riverboa is a very good card. Calling Gem is just a worse way to fix your mana. It's just too slow. So I'm going to take Your Isle Refuge, and now I'm going to definitely play the Blood Tyrant. This is basically Dismal Backward, just uncommon instead. Do we have anything else in black we want to splash? No, didn't take anything. This is not the kind of card we want to splash. This is not a card we want to splash. Yeah, I only need 5 more playables. I'm at 18 right now. What do we get? Well, there's only one red or blue card, and it's Devouring Rage, which is unplayable. Rend Spirit is not good. This card is sick, I think. This card is playable. I'm gonna take this card, maybe I splash it off the Azorius Gate and the Survivors Encampment. It's not even that good. Kamigawa is not a good set in Chaos Draft because it has so many heavy synergy cards with spirits. And also has pretty low power level, so it's not a kind of card you want to open in Chaos Draft. Speaking of which, you usually don't want to open Mirage either. What is this? Yeah, it's not. It's bad. That's bad. It's symmetrical. Uh-oh. Wow, that's the only card I can play, so. Punished here. I mean, we're only at 18 playables. We don't have enough playables here. And we're getting destroyed. There's no playable. So I'm taking beautiful attack. I desperately need 3 more playables now. I could play this just as a cycler. Probably have to do that. Alright, we have a Griptide. I think we have enough of the deal 1 effects, and Griptide is just a fine card. So I'm pretty happy about that. We need 2 more playables, preferably 3. This card is not playable. No. We have 1 elemental. Alright. A Steel Wall. It's playable, I don't like it, but I think it's fine because we have some good bomby creatures. The old Steel Wall Gorswind. I'm desperate for playables here. Shriekhorn is basically just mill 6. Metalcraft, I have 2 artifacts. I guess this card is just better, right? Puma. Right, we have enough playables. We got some real stinkers in here, but yeah. I guess instead of Rusted Slasher, I'm gonna play this card as a cycler. You can play it on your opponent's turn, then they can't play lands. That's okay. It's not great. So we got kind of destroyed there in the last pack, but that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that card is worth splashing. There is no combos with this. Right. I think my 2 sources is enough for Blood Tyrant. I don't need to play anything else. So I'm just gonna go with 8 islands and 5 mountains. And call it a deck. We got some stinkers in there, but That's to be expected sometimes in Chaos Draft. I like my deck still. I think I have some card advantage cards. This does not look good. Doesn't do anything, does very little uncasted. Yeah, this is now. This is better. My deck, this doesn't really do much, but it still has some cards. So I have black there, blue there. Yeah, I'm going to put a mountain on the bottom. Hopefully get a 2-for-1 with Rune Bog. I'm actually going to play an island here because I want my opponent to kill my Iron Mirror. I want them to think that Iron Mirror is important for my red mana production. But yeah, I want my opponent to kill my Iron Mirror. Okay, alright. I'll play that. I'd rather play that than hold up a mana. I want to get on the board first and then hold up counter spells, because if my opponent doesn't play anything, then I wasted my mana. Okay, so it doesn't untap, but it's still so I'm gonna wait on attacks here. I'm gonna play a land based on Storm Tamer, and I don't need to hold everything up. So I'm just gonna attack with Iron Mirror because there's no rush to attack. This is a good blocker right now. This does not tap the creature, so I can still block with it. And now I have a flying attacker, so yeah. My opponent's gonna have to tap this some way for me to waste. Am I gonna get the Rune Bog? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks, looks like my opponent was in the same draft as me because I remember that card. So my opponent cut me, and that's unfortunate. Ooh, that's good. So let's attack. Actually, that was a mistake. I should not have attacked first. I should have. This was a mistake. I should have done this before because I don't know when I'm gonna draw. I did not get punished though. Is this 3/3 flying when it casts Spirit Arcane, tap around top. Okay, so it's okay, that could be good, but for now I'm going to attack, and if my opponent blocks I get to cycle Jund Sojourners and trade. But my opponent did not fall for it, so I'm going to cast Spike Changeling and hold up Siren Storm Tamer. Basically, I want to play this when I'm close to being able to Hellbent it without wasting a good spell. I don't want to cast this right now and morph it because I don't want to discard any of my cards. Right. I think I just attack this time because I want to cast Gotham Raiders hard cast, and if I do that I can't cycle the Jund Sojourners. Play a land, play Gotham Raiders. And very close to have this being a 5/5. So it becomes a Ramaging Goblin. And I guess it's also can untap itself. Alright, that doesn't do anything right now. Let's just I'm fine trading here. Yeah, it would be nice to have this become a 5/5, but also get rid of this Ramager. So I think this is okay. So I'm just gonna allow this. Then Cyclist, and if my opponent has a counter spell, it doesn't matter. Because this is cycling, so my opponent needs Stifle to have this do anything. Okay. Okay. I have to draw a card and play it. I could play Banisher. I'm just going to play Banisher because my opponent is on the defensive, so this makes this a 5/5, and I'm not going to do anything though. Of course. Playing that without any deserts. But it still works. It's basically a Paralyzing Grasp. Alright, that worked. I got to punish my opponent for cutting me off colors. Yeah, so my opponent played 2 of the Paralyzing Grasp. I guess that means Banishing Knack is okay. Because then I can bounce my own creatures. So I guess I remove what's the worst card in my deck. Probably like the Stonework Puma. Like a Steel Wall is bad against my opponent's deck is to put in Banishing Knack. I guess Jaded Response has to be good. Yeah, it's better. Alright, this is also pretty bad, but this time I have more action. I mean, Oblivion Electmas looks very solid in this hand, and Banisher can get me back in the game. So, and I'm also on the draw, so I'm gonna keep this. Alright. An Iron Mirror would be a fine draw, but I prefer Mountain because Mountain cannot be killed so easily. Alright, we're in trouble. Oh. It's not a card that's usually that good in Chaos Draft though, because it's harder to get enough instant or sorceries. But we shall see. I guess it's good with Radical ID. That's a good combo. Alright, that's a lot of damage, but I'm not too worried about it. I take 6, and if I draw a land, I'm just gonna Grip Tide, take nothing. Oh, perfect. So now I'm just gonna do it now. This comes back of Rebound. I don't want to take 6. Yeah, I could wait, but then if my opponent has a counter spell, that's a disaster. I take 9. Oh, it's not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it. Now this becomes exiled forever. I think this is fine. Land is nice. So I think I go Razorfin Hunter and go with an Electromancer. Then I can kill a 2 toughness creature with Blisterstick Shaman next turn. And if my opponent plays a spell and kills the attacks with this, I can bounce it. Alright, there's Radical Idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Alright, let's cast Rock or Banisher. Get some tempo going. And attack with the Electromancer. This is basically a race right now. And I may be able to chump block at some time. Siren Storm can also protect me from burn spells to the face. Okay, that's fine. Don't care about that. Oh. So if I ping itself, I'm not going to take 2. That's better than... Yeah, that's better. I'd rather not take 2 than deal my opponent 1. Ooh, that's actually castable right now with the help of Goblin Electromancer. But I think I'm gonna... Actually, if I draw 1 more land, I can do it for 2. It's gonna go Warspite, Changeling, and Siren Storm Tank. Because this is 5 mana for 1 and 7 mana for 2. And this makes it 6. So, yeah. But I only have 1 target. A good target, but it's not the best. Whoa. Okay, I guess I chump now because I don't want to take 7. I'm gonna chump with my weakest card, a Storm Tamer, because that's a pretty sick card to get back with Hour of Eternity. Because it becomes a 4/4 flyer. I'm gonna have to wait a turn though. Play that. Gain a life. Then attack for 6. Blister 6 Shaman on my opponent and cast Solta Fara in upkeep. And chump block probably with the Blister Stick, depending on if the Navi Cyclops can attack, which my opponent can do on demand with Radical Agate. So no land drop for my opponent. And no attack either. Huh. Here's comes a slow trip. Ooh, I'd like to keep that up if I can. I'm just gonna keep attacking here. Or am I? This can become a 4/4. Yeah. So I think I'm just casting Goresworn. And chill 1 more turn. Because if I draw another land, I can cast Hour for 2 and keep updated response, all because of the Electromancer. Okay. Unfriendly fire target and Warspite change. Do I care about that? No, I don't think I do. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It also means it was a good decision not to attack. But now Goreswine is trading for the Nimic Cyclops. Okay, this I think I'm counting is just too good. Yeah. So let's attack with everything. Yeah, I'm fine losing the shaman. Hour for Storm Tamer and Mystic Shaman. That's game. I think it becomes a copy. Yeah, alright. That was a good round number 1. Let's play round number 2. Alright, I'm playing as a crazy Irishman. Alright, I mean, it's a lot of lands, but I have some cards, and this taps for black. Just gonna have to hope I draw something. But I don't want a mulligan, it's just too painful, man. It's too painful. Planes. A little bit of lag. Alright, that was the joke I made earlier with Steel Wall plus Red Goreswine. Right. At least it taps for mana for survivors and combat. I mean for black. Some Petal Grove, okay. Right. At least my Steel Wall is doing something. This is rough. Need to draw something. Pingers looks like they're good against my opponent. Okay, that's powerful. So 1 to the taps for mana for a number of elves. Okay, I'm going to attack here. I don't want to trade a Goreswine because that could... I can draw Ping for this. Now here's a question. I could hard cast this next turn, but it's... what does this card even do? I mean, in theory it could be very bad for me if my opponent plays some more elves. I'm just gonna cycle this card even though I could play it next turn. I want to get deeper in my deck. Maybe it would have been better to play it, but I just think it's scary with this card in play just because it may just... this may have to suicide. And it's also nice to get to draw another card. Okay, that's not an elf at least. My Pingers is now not doing much. Need to draw Blood Tyrant. If I draw Blood Tyrant, I may wait until I have protection with the Siren Storm team. Because if I draw Blood Tyrant, how do I lose? If it's protected. Alright, there's a flyer, and it can get pumped too as well. But that stops my attacks. I need Blood Tyrant, or anything that's not a land. Anything that's not a land. It's a good start. Yeah. Green-white, huh? I cannot sideboard in Jaded Response. Yep. Alright, that's not great because it powers up Timberwatch Elf. think I'm not even gonna play it. Doesn't do anything because my opponent can use block and pump, so let's powers up this. Now I think I'm not gonna play. I need to draw Blood Tyrant. A Battle Screech. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. That's a sick card. That's a very sick card. Yeah. We need Blight Tyrant very, very soon. I think I give it a couple of more turns. I'm surprised my opponent did not attack there. I mean, why not? Yeah, here comes the attacks. I have no good blocks. Not only are they 1/2s and can get pumped by the Timberwatch. Not even sure Blood Tyrant would be enough here. But maybe if I draw this turn. I'm just gonna concede. I can't win this game. Let's see, what am I drawing? Card. Yeah, okay. It was too late. I mean, thing is, Blood Tyrant also deals me damage, so it's like it's not a good stabilizing play necessarily. Yeah, so I can't even make him. I'm not even sure this works against tokens. I'm not sure how phasing works with tokens. Or it says all non-tokens, yeah, so it doesn't do anything. Alright. Yeah. I'll have to draw a little better. Razorfiend Hunter is a good answer to Battle Screech if my opponent does not have the Veteran Armor in play. So I have to hope I draw that and can get rid of the Veteran Armor. Because it does work against Timberwatch Elf. You just ping the token end of turn. They use the Timberwatch Elf and then you untap and use the Razorfiend Hunter. Okay, we're back. Alright, this has some cyclers in Runeboggle, Snakeform, Carberry, and it has an all-star Razorfiend Hunter, which I think is going to be very good against my opponent. Not only does it kill small creatures, it also deals damage, which I couldn't do last game after my opponent played Flyers. So, alright, that was not good though. Also, it's a very good combo with Snakeform. Alright. Blue, didn't see that last. Okay. Yeah, it's a very good card too. Get Runeboggle. Wow, I have so many things against 1 toughness creatures, but no red mana. Okay. Well, this is kind of something. I may need to have to cycle this. It really sucks because I want to use it with all my deal ones, but yeah, I mean. Okay, so here's the thing. I have a 1-turn window to use Snakeform on that, but it's not gonna work because past that my opponent can use this ability in response. So I have to do this now, or else it's not gonna do anything. Oh god. Well, I guess I did not plan for that, but maybe I can trick my opponent somehow. Okay, that's sweet. That's a good card. especially in Chaos Draft, because this is not a synergy card, it's just a 4 power, which you can use in almost any way you want. So I think I'm pretty screwed here, but we shall see. If I draw red, maybe things can happen. Maybe I can blow my opponent out somehow with this. Okay, that put it on the bottom, so it's not gonna help to morph it up. Yeah. Probably correct not to attack, because if I have a haste creature, I want to protect Garruk. So my opponent is playing good. Okay, that's probably too late. Let's think here. The Puma doesn't do anything because this can become 2-3. Yes, they trade, but then Garruk is still in play. I think the best way to beat Garruk is just to play a Razorfiend Hunter. And then use some combination of my ping spells next turn to try and take Garruk down. I don't think playing a Puma does anything, and I want to have a ping in play. Start threatening Garruk. So here comes a beast. Okay, that creates 1/1 Kitkins, but it's not a problem because I have the Hunter. As I said, it can work with the Timberwatch Elf to take them down. Right, so I'm going to start by cycling the Sojourners, ping Garruk. And if I draw a mountain, I can actually kill Garruk this time. Okay, there we go. So now I can kill Garruk and I'm still in the game. Because the Lookout doesn't do much against the Razorfiend Hunter. So this was my plan, it actually worked out. I'm still a little bit behind because this is an annoying card. But I got rid of the Planeswalker. That's good. Yeah, I can't block because this can give +1/+1. There's no other elf, right? Or is this an elf? Oh, Nearfort Goblin. So I can't block here. Okay, what's this? Print the next 2. Ooh, that's very hard to beat. So what is my plan? Okay. Play the Puma and pass, and then I guess I'll play the Changeling too. I hope to draw something. Yes, now this taps to give +2/+2. That was kind of bad, but okay, so just take it. That's good. Yeah, this has to get cycled for starters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grip tie the hippo or I'm gonna die to it. It's just too much going on here, I think, for me to be able to win this game. Block. Reptile hippo. Because if I block, my opponent can use a combination of prevent 2 and deal 2. So I can't kill the beast. Morph could be anything. Not even sure what I'm can draw here. I have to do this now because if I draw something. Maybe the Hour of Eternity is my only out. I don't think that's enough, but it would be good. And ping, it doesn't matter because I can just pump it. I can do it end of turn maybe. Well, this is not going to end up good, but might as well try it. Yeah, alright, I think we're done here. At least we got round number 1, but we got destroyed by a much better deck. That's happens sometimes.